1.
Okay, so here is something that I've made earlier, how to collaborate on a document. So sometimes you might want to be sharing a document so that you can work together on something. So what I've done is I've just created this in terms of how to share, collaborate on a document. So I'm going to click share, and this time when I share this document, I'm going to enable them to edit it. Okay, so I'm going to send it to myself I'll remember my Thai computer thing. And it's actually in Spanish again. So gmail.com. I'm not going to send a message. I'm just going to send it to myself. And I will have access to this now. I'm going to use my phone just to tell you, just to be able to work with you so you can see what's going to happen. So I will have got an email from here to say that I can work with them on this document. So my emails come through. They want me to collaborate. Okay, so you can see they've asked me to collaborate on the document. I'm going to open it in Slides. And Slides is a free app that you can download for your iPad, or you can download it to your phone. And you can see here, I've got the document in front of me. So this is the same document. And you'll see that on the first slide here is this little pink thing. That means that I'm on it, okay? That means I'm on it. Up here, it means that I'm on it as well. So you can see who's opened the document, who's can share the document. It gives you the name of the person as well. So I've asked a question on here. So what you can do to make it more specific is I've got the same thing, but written 4 different times. And there's a bit of a change in there. So for the first, students A, student B, student C, I want them to work on this slide, and I want them to find out 3 different ways that you can do this activity. For the next group of students, student D, E, and F, they're going to have 5 different ways to make it. And students G, H, and I, they're going to do it 7 different ways. So all you need to do here is at the bottom where you've got this space, you can just be specific and say who you want to. And obviously it takes training for your students to know what you expect of them. So I'm going to work on this slide from my phone. Now, personally, the students should be working on the computers because that's what you've asked them to work on. Or if they've got an iPad, they should be working on their iPad. I'm not going to go into how to use the app, but what I am going to do is I'm going to add my answers in, okay? So I'm going to add my text, and you can see that it's come up on there, and from my phone, I'll be able to see that the collaboration is happening. So it says using the operations, plus, multiply, divide, subtract, and the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Write down 7 different questions you can. Here's an example. So I'm going to write in another example. Let's have 4 multiplied by 3, then take away 1. Okay? So you can see that I've put my 1 in there. Obviously my spacing is off. I'm on my phone, which is a bit harder to work with. I'm going to add my other one. So I can see it. My next one's coming through. 5, take away 3, plus 1, and make sure that I've used the numbers only once. Each time you use them, it's a reset. But then I might be having a student that's working on it and make a mistake. So 6 multiplied by 6, take away 6. So immediately I can see who's working on here. Oh, Sai, you're working on this. You've used the numbers more than once. Remember, it says only once. So could you go back and change that for me, please? Okay, so I'll go back, think about it again, and this time I'll do 6 multiplied by 4, and then take away 3. Okay, and then what can happen is obviously I haven't been specific, but you might want them to, okay, now you've written the questions, can you go back and do the answers for me? So it's a really good tool when you've got a class activity, because you will be able to see who's working on what at exactly the same time. And this obviously is something that you'll get to experience as well. Okay.